thick of it now.
We're in the thick of the Astabakra Gita's chapter 1,
Yeah.
exploring this radical idea of liberation through recognizing our true nature as awareness. It's like our whole understanding of reality is being turned upside down.
It is a big shift in perspective.
So where does Astabakra take us next in this journey?
Well, in verse 1.8, he really drives home the point about not being the doer.
Okay.
He compares the belief that we are the cause of our actions to a snake bite, something painful and ultimately illusory.
Oh, wow.
He says, knowing you do nothing, that's true wisdom. Be happy.
Okay, but how can we reconcile this idea of doing nothing with our everyday experience?
Right.
I mean, I clearly get up, make coffee, go to work.
Right.
It feels like I'm doing a lot.
It's a tricky concept for sure. It's not about denying that actions happen.
Okay.
It's more about recognizing that they arise from a deeper source, from a kind of universal intelligence that's beyond our limited understanding. Think of it like a river flowing.
Yeah.
The water moves, creates currents, even carves out canyons. But the river itself isn't consciously deciding to do any of those things. It's simply flowing according to the laws of nature.
So maybe we're like that river,
Yeah.
expressing this universal flow of energy through our actions, but not actually the ones in control.
That's a great way to put it, and realizing this, Astabakra says, is the key to true wisdom and happiness.
Okay.
Because when we let go of this illusion of control, we also let go of a lot of unnecessary stress and suffering.
It's like we're finally able to relax and let go of the oars,
Right.
trusting that the current will carry us where we need to go.
Exactly. And this ties into the next verse,
Okay.
verse 1.9,
Good.
where Astabakra states the realization I am awareness burns away suffering instantly. Be happy.
So it's not about trying to eliminate suffering through external means.
Right.
It's about shifting our inner perspective, our fundamental understanding of who we are.
Absolutely. And he uses such powerful imagery here. Burns away suffering instantly.
Yeah.
It suggests that this realization isn't a gradual process, it's a sudden awakening to the truth of our being.
That must be an incredible experience.
It is.
To have all those layers of suffering simply fall away.
Imagine feeling the weight of worry, fear, and self-doubt suddenly lift.
Wow.
That's the power of realizing our true nature as awareness.
Okay, I'm definitely starting to see the appeal of this path.
Yeah.
So by realizing we are awareness, we break free from the illusion of being the doer,
Yes.
and this in turn liberates us from suffering.
Exactly. And then Astabakra takes it a step further in verse 1.10.
Okay.
He paints a beautiful image saying, you are unbounded awareness, bliss itself, and the universe is like a mirage appearing within you.
So it's not just that we are part of the universe.
Right.
It's like the entire universe is happening within us.
Yes.
We're the container of all experience.
Yes, and this leads to a very empowering idea in verse 1.11.
Okay.
You literally become what you think, believe you're bound, believe you're free, you are.
That's huge.
It is.
It means our reality is shaped by our beliefs,
Yes.
by how we choose to see ourselves.
Yes. It's not about denying the challenges and limitations of the physical world.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that our perception, our understanding of reality, plays a massive role in how we experience life.
So if we believe we're limited, we experience limitation. But if we recognize our true nature as boundless awareness,
Yeah,
that's the reality we create for ourselves.
precisely. And in verse 1.12, Astabakra brings it all together again,
Okay.
reiterating that you are the self, perfect, all-pervading, free, desireless, and eternally still. The universe is a seeming within.
It's like a constant reminder,
Yeah.
a reassurance that this freedom we're seeking is not something we need to acquire.
Right.
It's already who we are at our core.
Yes, and this is where the real work begins. Not in striving for something we don't have,
Right.
but in dismantling the layers of false beliefs that obscure this truth.
So far we've been exploring these profound concepts, but in the next part we'll see how Astabakra gets more practical, offering specific instructions on how to access this freedom he's been talking about.
He introduces the practice of meditation
Okay.
as a powerful tool for breaking free from the illusion of separation and directly experiencing our true nature as awareness.
Stay tuned for part 3 as we dive into the practical aspects of the Astabakra Gita's teachings.